Good morning, my awesome friends and followers of this channel, and to the members. Thank you for your dedication and your teamwork, working together. Thank you. But I'm going to start the video by saying this. It was just after midnight last night. I got a call from a very well-known YouTuber who said to me, "Trevor, have you seen this? Look at this." And I just went, okay. I was in bed. I went and checked a YouTuber out. And I'm going to say, well done. Well done to the Gabby Cabby. Good video. Good video. I provide you with a content and it's really good, okay? Well done on the plaque, well done on working it all out. But it just goes to show one thing to the people that knew about this. People are so invested in what I do every day. I don't understand why I live in people's heads every day. It's just weird. I don't understand it. Maybe it's envy. Maybe they want to be me. Maybe they are illiterate and they don't like the fact that I write books. And I can talk about my military career, which some veterans can't because they didn't really have much of a military career. Other veterans had a better career than me. Many veterans had a better career than me, did really well, and are successful today. Others aren't. So there's also envy and jealousy there, and I get it, I understand it. But listen, try and get through Christmas without mentioning me. That would be awesome. And in the new year, set new targets. Why don't you? Andy, your channel's doing really well. You've got a good channel. You know, you some of your stuff's really, really good. I'm not into everything, but then again, you're not into everything I do. But just keep going in the direction you're going, and I hope it all works out. But just stop talking about me, though. Just nonsense. And there was another guy did a video about me last night, and I went and turned it on for about 5 or 6 seconds. The minute he started talking, I could see he was on the spectrum, so I just turned it off. I just thought, no, Trevor, don't even comment. Just leave this guy alone. He's vulnerable, and just leave it. So I did. I just left it. Yeah. But I'm having to stop my prank now because I had a prank planned for 2025, which I spoke to Fiona about. She thought it was a great idea and laughed, and I think it's an awesome idea, but I'm not going to do it now. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not even going to mention it because it's just going to drive people nuts. I may mention it one night when I've had a beer and I'm having a chat with you. I may tell you what my plan was, but I've cancelled it now. I'm not going to do it. Oh well. What else is happening today? Yeah, First Into Singing has just dropped out of Amazon's top 100, but we stayed there for 11 days, didn't we? We stayed for 11 days. I'm really proud of it. So thank you to everyone that got it there. It's been wonderful. It doesn't matter. Some people will never even get a book out. So to be in Amazon's, I think the highest number it's been is number 4. The year it came out, but 2015 or 16, yeah. When it came out, it was about number 4. But there we go. There's a lot of great authors out there. A lot of people that I look up to. But it's wonderful because whenever I chat to guys, I know loads of guys that have written books that are authors, and to be compared even in the same sentence as them to me is a privilege because these guys are better writers than me, a lot better. So it's nice, isn't it, to be considered even an author, which is fantastic. But there's loads happening. For those that don't know, last night I sat down, I watched Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's, their new Netflix thing called Polio. Oh, like a rich disease. Anyway, it was. I read the reviews leading up to it. They were going, this is where he intends to break down stereotypes that polio is not a rich sport. But the documentary was featured around maybe 4 or 5 different men. And they're sitting there in their multi-million-pound mansions talking about polo. Then in the morning, they're in their own gymnasium, which is massive. It looked like Fitness First, a massive gymnasium, certainly super rich. One of them even got on his own helicopter and flew out to pick up his father-in-law to bring him back to watch him play polo. Yeah, that's how you call breaking down stereotypes, that it's a sport for everyone. One of them said he had over 3,000 horses. I mean, private clubs sitting outside their own house with their yachts out the back. I mean, if anything, it was cringy. Very, very cringy. That didn't come across like it's an ordinary sport, did it? If you haven't seen it. You know what? You have to see it to believe it. It's got a 2-star rating. But the one thing that I did notice which stood out for me in the whole show was this. The horses. The amount of stress those horses are under. Those horses are run ragged during a polo match to such a degree that the rider changes horses to finish the match. In my opinion, it's a cruel sport for horses. But it's for the super rich. Ordinary people can't afford horses. Or an ordinary person can't afford a horse. How's that a sport for everyone? And it's not like you can buy a horse and just leave it out in the shed in case you need it. No, the upkeep of a horse and all the rest of things that go with it. It's cost a fortune to have horses. Horses are expensive. But but the delusion, whenever I was watching the show, the complete delusion of the individuals in that show showed you that they have no idea about the cost of living. They've no idea about ordinary people. They really, really don't. I mean, there's a part in the show, it might be episode 3, I don't know, 2 or 3, where this polo player who's super wealthy, the one that flew in his helicopter to pick up his father-in-law, he gets a call. Is it from his son? It's from school. Yeah. His son had been told off. He broke down, this grown man broke down crying. I don't know what we're going to do. Yeah, he got reprimanded today. And the wife's consoling him. It's okay. It's because you've told me he has to win all the time. He has to have a winner mentality. I know. I never thought he'd get told off in school. And I just watched it and I thought, wow, what an absolute tosser. You have to watch it to believe it, people. You really, really do. Yeah. So what else is happening in the world? Well, Phil Shiner. Do you know who Phil Shiner is? He was a human rights lawyer, public interest lawyer. And many years ago, was it Al Sweeney or something? He brought out this Iraq inquiry where he got like £24 million of government funding to investigate war crimes that British troops allegedly carried out in Iraq. Well, it turns out that he lied. It turns out that he himself made up the allegations to get funding. Lies. And he went after people. He went after Brian Wood, actually. Brian Wood, MC. Went after Brian Wood. Brian Wood wrote a book called... That's Brian Wood's book there, Double Crossed. So Brian wrote that book. And he signed it to Trevor Colt, actually. But Brian wrote that book because Brian was... The truth is, ladies and gentlemen, Brian could have went to jail. Could have. Didn't, because he was innocent. But this is why I want to get rid of these human rights lawyers. We need to leave the European Court of Human Rights because it protects evil people. That was a lawyer that made up allegations about British soldiers. Had the judges believed this public interest lawyer, innocent veterans and British soldiers would have went to jail for life because of his lies. He was found to be a liar. Well, guess what? He's now been found guilty of fraud, using money to pursue false allegations, which he knew were false. But he got a suspended sentence. The judge gave him a suspended sentence. He's walked away. I mean, you've got Hugh Edwards, guilty of child stuff, suspended sentence, walks free. This guy was going to prosecute British soldiers, suspended sentence, walks free. Yesterday we heard about the woman that killed her baby, tortured her baby P's mum. Yeah, she's going to walk. What is it with our criminal justice system? Shocking. Absolutely shocking. And then you had that MP in the House of Commons stand up yesterday and says, I represent the people of Dewsbury and I'm against the new laws coming out to protect cousins. I think that family members should be allowed to marry their first cousins. All the MPs are like, what? Yes, I'm against these new proposals in my constituency in Dewsbury. In my constituency, I'm against banning families from marrying first cousins. And someone shouts, because this is the MP for Dewsbury. I'm just going to say his name. And I'm not going to comment on him. So the MP in Dewsbury that is against family members marrying their first cousins is called Iqbal Muhammad. He thinks it's quite acceptable. I'll leave that out there for you to discuss. I'll not go down that road anymore. No point. Yeah. I'm just telling you the truth. And do your own Google, do your own research. Have a look at it. Have a look at it. You'll see it. Oh, I can get annoyed of it. No wonder they, no. Wonder if they'll let Tommy Robinson out for Christmas. The saviour of young ladies who's trying to keep them all safe. Where do we go from here? Well, anyway, listen, I'm going to shoot on. I am going to relax today. I'm just going to take it easy. I mean, settle down, have some fun. That's a Boyzone song, isn't it? Yeah, it is, yeah. Listen, have a wonderful day. Enjoy. It's on the run up to Christmas. So family members that you've never spoken to in years will maybe try and get in touch. It's not because they care. It's because they want to know what you're going to send them. Have a wonderful day, everyone. And remember, stay safe.